Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Umineko. This is episode 133. In the last episode, Angie started being spoilt like a princess. We had to answer a million riddles with the surprise of the game really, where we had a bit of an interactivity going on about it. And today we're going to be carrying on with the questions, I think. We missed out on 2 answers, and I think, as a guess, we missed out on 2 lots of information and dialogue because of it. I'm not sure. It's just a guess. It might be coincidence that they just moved on instead of talking to the characters. But it's like we saw Eva, how guilty she felt about Angie and her not getting on after the whole incident and things like that. But that only happened because we answered the questions right, I think. Anyway, we'll keep trying. Who should we get a puzzle from next? What about those 2? Shannon-chan and Kanon-kun? Sure, looks like they'll put up a good fight. Do you need something, Eva-sama? Angie-sama? Don't be stupid, Nissan. They're asking us for puzzles. My apologies. Shannon was as absent-minded as ever. However, Kanon looked extremely calm and would probably have a well-polished puzzle ready. Okay, I'll go first. Use that time to think of a puzzle, Nissan. Okay, sorry. So if I'm buying time for Nissan to think of a puzzle, I'll have to make one tricky enough to keep you stumped for a while. You probably will. You got guts, kid. Let's have it, shall we? Show us the hardest one you've got. Don't provoke him. I want an easy one. Don't we all? Now that I have Eva-sama's permission, allow me to present an insanely difficult puzzle. Leave this to me. I'll solve it. Okay. A scholarly king once decided to give out prizes to the learned people of his land. The one who won the copper prize got 29 gold coins. The one who won the silver prize got 47 gold coins. The one who won the gold prize got 79 gold coins. So many gold coins were given to the one who won the platinum prize. There's a pattern there somewhere, is there? 29 plus 49? 20... Nope, that don't work out. Let's have a look. What are the options? What are the answers? 30. It wouldn't be less, would it? I wouldn't think. So it's going to be 91 or 112 probably. 2 plus 4. Oh, I got... Okay. I think I can see it. So 2... Then we're adding 2 to 40. Then we're adding 3 to 70. Then we're adding 4. So 112. I don't know where the 979 comes into it. I think it's going to be 112. Just without thinking too much. So we got 29 plus 47. Yeah, I tried that before. That's not 247. I think is add 410. I don't know where the 2 comes from. That's what's worrying me a little bit. Let's have a look on the hint. The number of coins are really different and kind of weird. Wait a second, Kanon-kun. What are you thinking? There's no way she'll be able to get this one right. This is just to buy time until Nissan can think up a question, so forgive me. Thank you. I've thought of a question. Understood. Now then, Eva-sama and Angie-sama, I'll give you a hint. Copper's 29, silver 47, gold 79. That's the hint. Well, thanks. That's just what you said in the question. That's not a hint. Copper's 29, silver 47. Oh, so that's it. Huh? You got it? I get it too. Platinum's better than gold, so the price must be more than 79. Yeah, I got that. That's wrong. Oh. With these rules, the platinum prize is probably worth less than the gold. Oh, isn't that right? Good job we checked it. It's as you say. It seems you've already found the answer. This puzzle's impossible for Angie-chan. You need to have gone to middle school at the very least. I'll answer. Is that alright, Angie-chan? Sure. I'll leave it to you. Okay. Oh, I thought she was going to answer. So she's saying it's not going to be more than that 79, right? So it's going to be A, B, or C. 29. What's the difference between 47 and 29? That is 39. That's 16. So how do you get the 16 then? And difference between the 47 and 79? 32, 16, then 32. Ooh, so you had 48? But it can't be. I'm a bit stumped on this one. Add 16. Add 32. So 16 plus 32, that's 48. This is what I'm thinking right now. Or is it 16? Is it double again? So 32, so 64 more. So if we go 79, that's 130, 143. Or just 43. Doesn't work out either way. It might be a guess between A, B, and C coming up. We might have another wrong answer on our hands. I'm going to go for A or B and rule out 78 coins. For no reason, just hopefully it helps me out. I have no idea. I think I'm going to go for 30 coins. No, maybe it's between gold. Maybe it's between silver and gold. Okay, we're going to go for 57 coins. Don't hate me. I can't figure it out. Incorrect. Ah! Sorry, I messed up. If only I'd taken science class more seriously. Science? What do you mean? I don't get it. The number of gold coins is the atomic number for each element. Who'd have got that? Copper's 29, silver 47, and gold is 79. Can't remember what number platinum was. Who the hell would have got that? Come on now. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. You. What kind of problem do you think you're giving, Angie-chan? Can you put a little more thought into your puzzles? You did give me permission to show her the hardest one I've got. That's right. You said it yourself. That's why we got a puzzle that was too hard for me. Eva. Sorry, Angie-chan. And Eva clenched her hands together, grimacing. It was just too hard, and I didn't have a clue. Well, okay then. Didn't get the answer, but it don't really matter to me. If it's atomic values, I never would have got it. Mine isn't that hard, so you can relax. Oh, I hope not. After all, you managed to think it up. You're making fun of me. Then do you want to have a go at it too, Kanan-kun? Bring it on. It sounds like you'll be able to understand it this time, Angie-chan. I'll stick to giving hints again. Okay, I'll do my best. Yeah, she didn't do very well actually giving the answers, so I'll solve it. Another medal for me. Let's go then. Listen carefully. Okay, here we go. W equals white chocolate. P equals pepper jack cheese. I've never heard of that. A equals anchovy pizza, so it's all the same letters except for lemonade. O equals lemonade. What's black coffee? Which letter does the question mark stand for? Huh? W is white chocolate. P is pepper jack cheese. A is anchovy pizza. Up until the O, it makes sense. It's not going to be for black coffee, is it? That's too obvious. I mean, it might be. Let's try the hint straight away so I'm not just mulling it over. I don't get it. What do the letters mean? Could it be the first letter of each word? That's what I thought at first. Yeah, that's what I thought at first. White chocolate starts with W, pepper jack starts with P, anchovy starts with A. But then how do you explain lemonade being O? Do you get it? If it's about letters, spelling out big words like that is hard. You don't need to know how to spell any hard words. If you and Eva-sama work together, I know you'll be able to solve it. Don't you have any more hints? I do. I'll teach you the letters for some other foods. Watermelon is double O. P, how about picante potatoes? Albacore tuna is an A. Huh? Orange lime sherbet would probably be an O. She's just given more that... Are they supposed to be misleading? It does sound like the first letter is the key. But then how do you explain lemonade being O? I love W foods. Cookies and cake are W, right? That's right. So it isn't the first letter after all. What's going on? Is the W group about desserts? But watermelon isn't a dessert. P is picante potatoes and pepper jack cheese. A is anchovy pizza and albacore tuna. O is lemonade and orange lime sherbet. Just what are these groups? I sort of get it, but I sort of don't. It's a little annoying. One last hint. Ooh, good. I'm sure your parents don't let you drink coffee, but do you know how it's supposed to taste? Is it like bitter? I had a little once. I thought it was going to be sweet, so I was really surprised. I'll never drink it again. I've got it. Angie-chan, thank you. Thanks to you, I've probably figured it out. W, white chocolate. I don't know what sort of taste that would be. What? P is pepper jack cheese. A, anchovy pizza. O, lemonade. Is there a bitter there somewhere? Like, are any of those bitter as well? Black coffee. Lemonade? If it haven't got sugar? It might be another O. Oh, we're getting another wrong answer. I don't know why I can't get them. They can't be that hard, these puzzles. White chocolate, W. See, if there was sugar involved, then chocolate and lemonade would go together in the same group, right? Sweet. Black coffee. I don't know what pepper jack cheese is like, because that's put me off as well. But I think it's going to be the same as lemonade. I think it might be an O. But is that fruit related? Maybe not. Maybe I can cut out O, because that's fruit related. So black coffee, pepper jack cheese. No. Might be with white chocolate. Chocolate and coffee tend to go together sometimes. And white and black. Might be colour related. Should I go for W? I mean, I don't know the answer anyway, so let's just go for W and speed things along a bit. Answer A. Giving up? No. What about you, Canon-kun? I actually want to know the answer for this one. I don't get it. I think I almost do, but yeah. I almost know what all the groups mean, but I can't figure out the last step. It's tastes, right? Yeah, that's what I thought, but I still didn't know how they went together. That's right. Have you figured it out now, Anji-sama and Canon-kun? I don't get it. What is it, Aunt Eva? Tell me. Everything in the W group is sweet, right? So what about the O group? The P group? I see. So that's what it was. Not bad coming from you, Nissan. Why don't you try? Sorry for making fun of you. Like bitter, black coffee, right? But what else was bitter? I didn't see. Yeah. If you don't, I'll make all your meals O and I. O is the one thing, but eating I all the time would be awful. In the end, Canon caved under the threat of I cooking and was forced to apologise to Shannon. And she was still confused. No point thinking about it anymore. I've got to pull myself together and take a shot at the next one. I can't believe I didn't get that one. Like, I got the meaning of it after the hint. That's all for our puzzles. Did you enjoy them? No. Yeah, thanks. It seems the others still have some brain twisters waiting for you. Please be careful. Good point. Everyone left looks like there'll be a challenge. But we'll win. We can do it if we work together. That's right. Let's combine our wits and move on. Goodbye. And good luck. Thank you. Who's next? I think it's only like 5 left, is it? Yeah, Maria and her mother now. Kiki. I'm going to give Angie a really hard one. I'll trick her with my extra hard puzzle and make sure she never gets my medal. I'll solve it. I'll definitely solve it. As soon as Maria and Angie crossed gazes, they started fighting. The two girls so close in age were really good friends, but they also fought a lot. Especially when they were opponents in a game. Maria-chan probably knows tons of different quizzes. This should be interesting. Let's have it. Kihihi, not now. I'm the star, so I'll go after Mama. Really? You sure it's okay for me to go first? Yeah. Then let's begin. Ready? Okay, Rosa's first. Wakanjima is about to explode. Oh shit, bit close to home. There's only 1 hour left until the explosion. Rosa can make it to the stack of ingots in the underground VIP room in 3 minutes. Oh, this is a weird puzzle. Okay, she can get to the VIP room in 3 minutes. Okay. However, the ingots are heavy, so she can only carry 1 at a time. Furthermore, it takes her 5 minutes to carry it up to the surface. She starts at the surface and goes back and forth between the surface and the underground VIP room. So how many ingots can Rosa carry out of the underground VIP room? In an hour, right? Okay, so we're going... we can make it to the stack of ingots in the underground VIP room in 3 minutes. So she'll start off in the ingot room then, right? To save on time. Ingots are heavy, so she can only carry 1 at a time. Furthermore, it takes her 5 minutes to carry it up to the surface. So 5 minutes is 1. And then back to the VIP room so it's 8 minutes at a time. Am I thinking that right? So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. So 7 ingots, right? And then she'd only have 4 minutes left, so she won't be able to make it back out in time. Am I right? I think 7. Let's try the hint first. I might be overthinking it. It might be one of those tricky ones again. I guess you don't need a hint for this one. I do. You're right. I made it for Angie-chan. It's probably got a bit too easy for you, Nissan. An hour is 60 minutes and takes 8 minutes for each round trip, yeah. Good luck. I know you can solve it. I won't give you a hint this time. Oh, you bitch. Okay, so it's going to be 7, I would think. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. That's 7. And then a spare 4 minutes. Oh, I'm going for 7. There's no point overthinking this. I'm not going to change my mind even if I'm wrong. So, D. Huh? Why is that wrong? Yeah, why is that wrong? Sorry about that. I guess that was a little mean. Oh, there was a trick in it. Key to the puzzle is the part about how many can she carry out. Yeah. Looks like I made a pretty simple mistake. Yeah, what do you mean? I've been taking on so many tricky riddles, trickles, I've gotten a bit too tense. That's all for my puzzle. No, you're not getting away without telling me the answer. I want to know why I did that wrong. Now for the one you've been waiting for. Good luck with Maria's puzzle. We haven't got one right this episode yet. Come on now. So it's finally my turn. You took so long on Mama's easy puzzle that I got a little worried. There's no way you'll ever solve this one. I've got Aunt Eva with me, and we'll solve it together. Impossible, impossible, impossible. Even Aunt Eva can't solve this one. Wolves and sheep puzzles are incredibly hard. She does like those, don't she? From her handbag, Maria pulled out a wolves and sheep puzzle book that was worn out, well used, and had a majestic feel to it, like a grimoire. You know what a wolves and sheep puzzle is, right? I know. You show me those all the time. They're puzzles about using a boat to take everyone from one shore of a river to another. I've done this on Layton. They usually have a few bizarre rules. When there's wolves and sheep, you can't let the number of wolves on either shore get bigger than the number of sheep because they'll eat them all, won't they? Yeah, that's right. Send a boat back and forth, moving everyone to the other side while making sure that there are never more wolves than sheep. But the ones with just wolves and sheep are the simplest, easiest, plainest, beginner's basic practice puzzles. When you get to the higher levels, you have many things other than wolves and sheep. I haven't seen that. It's pretty clever. Should we write this down on a piece of paper? Good idea. That'll definitely make it easier for you to sort out your thoughts. Sounds like this puzzle will be a handful. There's no way you're getting my medal, Angie. I won't lose. I'm not gonna lose. This is the one I really want to get. She's such an obnoxious little shit. You must use a 2-passenger boat to carry each person to the opposite bank of the river, 2 people at a time. On the near bank, there's a peasant, his wife, a shepherd, a sheep, a cow, some meat, some vegetables. All these count as 1 passenger on the boat. Bloody hell, going for a few. The boat can only be rowed by the peasant, his wife, or the shepherd. If the wife is with the shepherd while the peasant isn't around, they'll run away together. If the wife is with the shepherd, okay. If the shepherd's near the meat, when both the peasant and his wife are not around, he'll eat it. If the sheep is near the vegetables when the shepherd isn't around, he'll eat them. If the cow is near the vegetables when none of the humans are around, he'll eat them. It's a lot of trouble to unload the meat, so once it's been unloaded once, it can't be unloaded again. The vegetables are easily bruised, so they can only ride in the boat once. Can achieve the objective in the smallest number of steps. That's ridiculous! That's actually ridiculous. So it's, okay, a peasant, a wife, a shepherd, a sheep, a cow, some meat, and some vegetables, all as 1 thing each. So that's 7 different things, right? Go back, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I did it with paper, maybe, but I'm not going to. Let's see if we can get a hint first. Wait a second. Who ever heard of a puzzle with such complicated rules? Did you only know about the ones with wolves and sheep? It's got lots of complicated puzzles that you've got to deal with in different ways. See? You don't get it either, right, Angie? Please, give me a hint. You have to organise your thoughts carefully. Only the 3 humans can row the boat. Then you have to memorise all the things to look out for. When the peasant's away, you can't leave his wife with the shepherd. When both the peasant and his wife are away, you can't leave the shepherd with the meat. When the shepherd's away, you can't leave the sheep with the veggies. You also need someone to watch the cow, but any of the humans can do that. Still, I guess the meat is the real key to the whole thing. I see. You can't put it on the boat again once you take it off. But that doesn't mean you can only take it across once. That's right. The veggies really can make only one trip, so once you've sent them across, you can't get them back. But as long as you don't take the meat off the boat, you can take it back and forth as much as you want. But why would you want to? It's so complicated. Even after thinking about it, I don't get it at all. We'll have to write it down and sort our ideas out. Do you want a pen and paper too, Anji-chan? Impossible, impossible. You'll never solve it. If only you'd just give up. Thinking is a waste of time for the incompetent. Can it really be solved? Don't tell me there's actually some contradiction that makes it unsolvable. Ooh? Who knows? Okay. Are we going to go for something else just for the sake of it being there? Because I'm not going to get paper and do it all. I'm just trying to play a visual novel, you know? I don't care enough. Alright, so 7 of them. Let's have a look. If they're going to go back and forth each time, it's going to be at least 14 steps, right? So I would think it's C or higher. Just as a bit of logic guess, but I might be wrong even then. 15, 19, 20. I'm going to go for something else and just see if it's one of those sorts of wordy puzzles. Wrong. Ah, can't even do this one. You suck, Angie. Ouch. Maria, show some manners. Yeah, don't be a little bitch. I thought so hard before getting the answer, but Maria Oni-chan just burst out laughing. Well, I didn't think that hard, I'll be honest with you. The laughter broke off when Aunt Rosa hit her, but then she was grinning again. I don't get it at all. What was the difficulty level for this one? Just about 20 pick-a-rats, I guess. Is there a reference in Layton? They were pick-a-rats, weren't they? Or something. Lots of the puzzles in this book are much, much harder. I don't know what a pick-a-thing is. But apparently, even this puzzle doesn't count as a hard one for Maria Oni-chan. I hung my head dejectedly. Maria Oni-chan kept on laughing until Aunt Rosa smacked her again. That's the end of our riddles. Let's play again sometime, okay? Next time I'll have a really nasty puzzle that's even harder. One so hard that even I couldn't solve it. That was intentionally hard though, wasn't it? I mean, you'd have to put the effort in. No way, I'm not playing with Maria Oni-chan anymore. Look, Auntie-chan. Your parents are waving at you, so let's go. See you later, Rosa. Sure. Later, Angie-chan. There aren't too many people left with puzzles for you. Keep it up until the end. And make sure you keep cheering her on, Nissan. Of course. We got all these medals by working together, right? Yeah. We dashed away. Dad and Mum were waving at me from over there. I'm sure they thought up some mean problems. They're your parents, they can't be mean. Still, they have to be easier than Maria Oni-chan's. I hate Maria Oni-chan. She's such a meanie. Right? She is so mean. How's it going, Angie? Did you get a ton of medals? I wonder how many it is now. Me too. Let's count them later, okay? Seems you've been given quite a few puzzles already. Yeah. Once I get your puzzles, I think only the cousins are left. Is that so, huh? Alright. Time to take a shot at Mum and Dad's puzzles. I'll warn you, they're gonna be hard. Everyone says the same thing, but we just keep on solving them. I wouldn't go that far. Yeah. We'll get those medals together. That's the spirit. Okay, I guess I'll go first. Right. There were 3 girls. Miyoko, I'm the oldest. Satoko. Rika isn't the oldest. Rika. Miyoko is a liar, Nipa. Rika and Satoko. Only the oldest of the 3 girls is speaking the truth. Who's the oldest? Alright. So, looking at the 3 girls. Miyoko, I'm the oldest. Rika isn't the oldest. Miyoko is a liar. Nipa. Nipa. Okay, so one of them's telling the truth. Rika isn't the oldest. Miyoko, I'm the oldest. I don't think that's true. Miyoko is a liar. If say Miyoko is a liar, that could be the truth. Rika isn't the oldest. I think it's going to be Rika as the oldest who's telling the truth. But how do you know for certain? Rika isn't the oldest. So yeah, if Rika says Miyoko is a liar, then Satoko is also lying by saying Rika isn't the oldest. I think it's Rika. The other is what makes sense to me. Let's go for it. See. Rika. Oh, thank we got one. That's right. Nice job, Angie-chan. Hard to imagine such a smart girl being related to that dolt of a father. Yeah, sorry for being a dolt. Nice going, Angie. Did you think of all the combinations? Yeah. If Miyoko's the oldest, then what Satoko says is true. Only the oldest person is supposed to tell the truth, so that doesn't make sense. That's right. Then what if Satoko is the oldest? If she is, then Rika would be telling the truth when she says Miyoko is a liar, which doesn't work. So Rika has to be the oldest. Good job. Here's my medal for you. Congrats. Thank you, Mom. Oh god. First time we've seen her this episode. We got a medal. Rudolph is up next. I wonder what sort of puzzle he has for us. Well, I guess I'll do a liar puzzle too. Let's crank it up a notch this time. Oh, don't. This time? Okay. Miyoko, Satoko and Rika are all wearing masks. Oh, 6 people now. None of them know who is who. We'll have them write on paper so no one can recognise the voices of the others. Girl on the right. The girl in the middle is Miyoko. Girl in the middle. The girl on the left is Miyoko. Girl on the left. The girl on the right is Satoko. Of these 3, Miyoko is speaking the truth. However, Satoko and Rika aren't necessarily lying. So who are the 3 girls from left to right? Oh shit, okay. This is cranked up. Who are the 3 girls from left to right? Rika, Satoko, Miyoko. Of the 3, Miyoko is speaking the truth. But which one is Miyoko? Girl on the right is Satoko. Girl on the left is Miyoko. Girl in the middle is Miyoko. So what? Only the right or middle is telling the truth. I think. I don't know. I don't know where to start with this one. Let's get a hint. Although it's not going to help because they'll over-explain it. They're all wearing masks, and except for Miyoko, we can't tell if they're lying or telling the truth. This one's hard. No, it isn't. I've already figured it out. This is even easier than the one your mum gave a second ago. Why? You can't trust the 2 who aren't Miyoko, so you first need to figure out who Miyoko is. Miyoko doesn't lie, right? Yeah. Miyoko doesn't lie. So start off by figuring out who Miyoko is, then read through the puzzle again. I'm sure you'll see it at once. Just think about who Miyoko is. That's what I was doing. Really do whatever Eva Nissan tells you. Yeah. Aunt Eva is nice and smart and I like her. So I do what she tells me. Next time we try to feed Angie eggplant and bell peppers, we'll need to ask her to lend a hand. Okay. So who is Miyoko? We'll have them write on paper somewhere. None of them know who is who. Oh, that's a big hint, isn't it? So if they don't know who is who, then... But they're all saying they do know who they are. Okay. Girl in the middle is Miyoko. Would that make sense? The girl on the left is Miyoko. Why would the girl in the middle be saying somebody else is Miyoko, though? Girl in the middle is Miyoko, so that don't make sense. The girl on the left is Miyoko, so I think Miyoko has to be the one on the left. So we're starting. Are we doing it from left to right? Yeah, we are. So it's got to be E or F, from my understanding. And then she says the girl on the right is Satoko. So it's E. It's got to be. That's if she always tells the truth. I know who Miyoko is. She's on the left. After all, the girls in the middle and on the right both say that someone else is Miyoko. If they were Miyoko, they couldn't lie and say that someone else was Miyoko. Got it! That's right. Miyoko is supposed to be honest. So when someone says that someone else is Miyoko, they can't be her. That's exactly what I was thinking. So since the middle one and the right one aren't Miyoko, the left one automatically is. And since Miyoko speaks the truth, then it's also true that the kid on the right is Satoko. Which means that the only kid left, the one in the middle, is Rika. Perfect. Nipa! So you solved it like it was nothing. Angie, you really are smart like your mom. Dad rubbed my cheek and hugged me. Happy days! We got them both on this one, so we should have a bit more story. That's all for our puzzles. Listen up, Angie. Life will lead you through countless puzzles. Aunt Eva is here to help you now, so it's okay to rely on her. However, you'll have to solve most problems in life by yourself. When that happens, you must remember the advice you've gotten from those who have helped you in the past. Okay, I get it. Even-san, take care of Angie. Oh, yes, of course. Even though the cousins were the only ones who hadn't given us puzzles, Mom spoke as though I was leaving on a long, long trip. Weird. Let's go, Angie-chan. The game will be over soon. Yeah, we've only got 3 more. I wonder what Grandpa will give us for getting all these medals. Me too. Still, we've already gotten many things that are far more wonderful than that prize. What do you mean? We've all had a lot of fun talking to you like this, Angie-chan. I don't get it. You're weird. Oh, yeah, she is. I'm sorry. Let's go then. Now all that's left are the cousins and Beatrice. Oh, Beatrice as well. Okay. Do we get a bit of story? Yeah, that must be how it works then if we get them all right in that group. What is it? Why did you tell me to come over here? Is it something to do with Angie? No, that's not it. Rudolph put a cigarette in his mouth and toyed with his lighter. Though he should have done this easily, he somehow managed to mess up several times. I wanted to take this to my grave. No, to hide it away in a cat box. If I just kept my mouth shut until tomorrow night, I'd be able to do that. It'd be easy. I might be killed tonight. That's what I wanted to talk about. I knew it. I knew you were hiding something. Did you? Guess I still need more practice. If it isn't about Angie, then who is it about? You aren't talking about Asuma-san, right? It's about Battler. It comes to the same thing. I've tried to behave as an adult towards Battler-kun, right? Even though he's Asumo's son, I've tried to treat him the same as Angie. I do think of him as a child in our family, so don't worry. He's not just a kid in our family. He's my kid, and yours. I'm sorry, but you'll have to let me draw the line there. You don't get it. He's my kid and yours. What? You didn't have a stillbirth. Asumo did. Back then, when I was double timing the two of you, I got myself stuck and couldn't find a way out. You don't mean... Asumo and I were married. You and I were cheating. Then Asumo had a stillbirth, and you gave birth. My head was a mess with it all. The sin Rudolph committed when his mind was at its most chaotic was to switch the 2 babies. I was even better off financially back then. I was young, and I didn't give a damn about what lengths I went to. I threatened the hospital while slapping them with money and switched your kid with Asumu's. If Kyrie had a child, Rudolph would have to maintain 2 households. However, if Kyrie had a stillbirth and the child who survived was Asumu's, that would settle everything. The stillbirth might even have given him a chance to break off his relationship with Kyrie. It was a grave sin, one that simply couldn't be forgiven as an act of youthful enthusiasm and immaturity. That's why I should be apologising to all 3 of you. I forced Asumo to raise a kid that wasn't hers. That woman wasn't anywhere near as generous and accepting as she looked. There's a chance she figured it out. However, she raised Battler, who loved her as a mother, with all the affection she had. And in Kyrie and Battler's cases, he had to atone for an even greater sin. He stole every moment of everyday family life that they should have shared as mother and son. Until this very day, Kyrie had believed that Battler was Asumo's child, so Asumo never had any children then, right? Though she had acted kindly towards him on the surface, she had always kept a distance in her heart between herself and Asumo's son. Finally, Rudolph's conscience had been unable to bear seeing her like that. But Kyrie sank into a crouch, unable to speak. Feel free to curse me. In fact, I couldn't complain if you killed me where I stand. That's how horrible my sin against you is. This is the secret I wanted to confess before the cat box closes over us. Battler-kun, I'm so sorry, Kyrie. And to you, Battler. Wow, we could have missed out on that revelation. Okay. Come to think of it, we've already gone through a ton of puzzles. Yeah. Now there's only George, Jessica, Battler, and Beatrice left. Oh, they're finally here. We couldn't hardly wait. Thought you might have forgotten about us. Finally, we challenged George Oni-chan and Jessica Oni-chan. Sorry to keep you two waiting. So did you think up some incredibly hard ones for us? We decided to give you one puzzle together. My, even one riddle from this pair sounds challenging. Oh, good as cutting them down. It's a special puzzle we made just for Angie-chan, so good luck. I'll solve it. I'll definitely solve it. Okay, then let's go. Jessica-chan, let's set them out. There you go. They placed 3 small, colourful cubic boxes on the table. 2 of these are traps. The other has a medal inside. Angie-chan, do you think you can guess which one has the medal in it? Not without a hint. That would just be luck. That's right. So far, this is just a test of luck with 3 choices. In other words, your odds of winning are 1 in 3. George, this isn't a quiz. It really is just a test of luck. The puzzle comes later. Let's continue. Okay, Angie. Which of these has a medal inside, do you think? Just say the first one that pops into your head. A red box, a blue box, and a green box. There's no way to know which one's it's in. This really is a test of luck. In a way, this is even worse than a hard puzzle. After all, if you solve a hard puzzle, you'll always be right. But in the very beginning, I picked the almond with a 1 in 15 chance. Compared to that, a 1 in 3 chance is 5 times easier to get. There's no point worrying about it. Might as well test my luck again. Then this one. The red box? Well, we don't even have to answer this one, do we? Let's see this box right in front of you. Wouldn't it be great if there was a medal inside? So let's start with a little warm-up. What's the probability of the medal being inside that red box? 1 in 3. That's right. If this really is a simple test of luck. You sure, Angie? Are you absolutely sure you're happy with that red box? After all, we're going to make you open it in a second. If it's a trap, it'll be really scary. Jessica Oni-chan grinned threateningly. You happy with the red box? The medal might be in the blue box or the green box. Do you want to change your mind? It's not fair for them to scare me like that, not after I've already made my choice. And I know. All of the boxes have the same probability of having a medal in them. Whether I try to open the red box or change my mind and try the blue or green, the probability will be the same. So stick with your first choice is my motto. I'll stay with this red box. I won't change my mind. I'm happy with the red. I'll bet on it. That's the spirit. But seriously, the traps are terrifying. Why don't we show you just how scary they are? Jessica Oni-chan laughed creepily, then opened the green box. And then... Ooh. She'd been shot. Pumpkin monsters and ribbon came flying out of the box. It scared me a little. No, that's a lie. It scared me a lot. If that came flying out of the box I opened, right at my face, I might fall to my knees and start crying. Angie, are you sure you want the red box? Something really scary might come flying out, okay? You sure you don't want to switch to the blue? I'm not scared. I'll stick with the red. You're going a bit overboard, Jessica-chan. So one of the boxes is now gone, and there's only 2 left. This is where the puzzle starts, Angie-chan. You mean which box is the medal in? You have the red that's been sitting in front of you the whole time, and the blue that's here in front of me, which has a higher probability of having a medal inside it. That's the puzzle. Ooh, okay. So there are 3 boxes, red, blue and green. One of the boxes has a medal, the other 2 have traps. I picked the red box, then Jessica spoke. Are you sure you want that one? The trap boxes are really terrifying. I'll open one and show you. And she opened the green box, showing me that it was a trap box. Only the red and blue were left. Do you want me to open the red box, or do you want to switch? So which box has a higher probability of holding the medal, the red or the blue? I mean... It's not... Blue box has a higher probability, red. The blue one is the one that... I picked the red box and Jessica spoke. You sure? I think the blue would have a higher chance now because there was maybe the distraction of the green trap going off. Let me reread it a sec. No, I think it's red. I think that's why she's trying to tempt us to change it so much. Let's go for the red box's high probability. Fingers crossed. No, that's wrong. What? Why? We started with 3 boxes. When they set the red box in front of me, the odds of there being a medal inside were 1 in 3. At the same time, the odds for the blue box were 1 in 3, as were the odds for the green box. Are they going to say it's the same odds for both? Is that way of... Jessica Oni-chan opened the green box, so there were then only 2 boxes left. Odds became 50-50. So why was I wrong? It was you, George, wasn't it? You thought this puzzle up. Did the Monty Hall problem even exist in 1986? Nope, not until 1990. It's a puzzle that already exists in Angie-chan's world, so I thought it'd be okay to use it. George Nissan ran me through the answer, but I was totally lost. Anyway, I don't get the details, but in this case, the odds of the blue box having the medal are about twice the odds of the red. Okay. I don't get it. Twice the odds? Even if there was a difference, I thought it'd be a tiny one. Probability is hard. Didn't Oni-chan once say that people who don't get probability should never go gambling? I guess I'll never gamble for the rest of my life. Aunt Eva nodded and patted my head encouragingly. Okay, I want to get one more medal by the time we finish these puzzles, just so we got 10. That would be a nice round number. Angie-chan, could you come over here for a second? What is it, George Oni-chan? George Oni-chan and Jessica Oni-chan were calling to me from the window. Aunt Eva was talking with Mom and the others, and since it looked like they'd be a while, I went over to George Oni-chan and Jessica Oni-chan. What? Looks like the quiz tournament is almost over. Yeah. There's only Battler Oni-chan and Beatrice left. I'm starting to get sleepy. It's probably because of that adult drink I swiped from Dad. I felt floaty ever since I drank that. That floaty feeling keeps getting stronger, and I've been feeling sleepy for a while now. I give a huge yawn. Sleepy? Yeah. If I had a sofa, I'd probably fall asleep. I see. Then I guess it's almost time for this party to end. The party will end if I fall asleep. But I just wanted to take a nap while everyone else kept having fun. Was our puzzle just now a hard one? Yeah. I still don't really get it. And I'm sleepy. It's called posterior probability. That's what we call it when the probability of something changes because we learn or fail to learn some piece of information. Did George Oni-chan call me all the way over here to lecture me on math? For some reason I feel even sleepier now. So, if you have 1 almond and 10 slices of cake, our chances of getting it are 10%. But what if we learn that those 10 pieces were chosen at random from 100 pieces? You'd think that the probability went from 1 in 10 to 1 in 100, right? Absolutely nothing has changed about your slice of cake, depending on whether you know or don't know a certain fact. The probability of your slice being a winner changes. Doesn't that sound strange? That sounds hard, so I don't want to think about it. Angie, please, just listen until the end. Jessica Oni-chan's voice grew a bit stern. As young as I was, I couldn't understand what all this was supposed to mean to me. There's only one thing I want to tell you. So please, don't forget this. What? In the future, various bits of information will affect the slice of cake in your hands. By learning about those, the insides of your slice might change. Sometimes they'll change into things you want. But most likely, almost all the changes will be bad ones. The truth is always right there in your hands, Angie. Don't you think it's stupid to let it change around? Just because you hear other people talking? Just because they think the truth should be one thing or another? The truth is inside of you, has been in your hands since the beginning. The nature of that truth is actually something you decide for yourself. You change it yourself depending on what you hear and what you refuse to listen to. You probably don't get what we're saying. But you have to understand. Even if you can't understand when you're 6 years old, I'm sure you will once your 12 years have passed. With very serious expressions on their faces, they grasped my shoulders as they spoke. I don't know what they're trying to tell me. The truth that lies in your hands is not unchangeable. You'll be interfered with in many ways that'll make it change. So if the truth in your hands is really important to you, you need to protect it yourself. Don't forget it. Okay. Next is Oni-chan and Beatrice's puzzles, and then I'm done. Ah, really? Even though there were so many of us, it looks like it's finally over. That's taken a while. How was it? Did you enjoy tonight's party? Yeah, it was fun. But I think I'm a bit sleepy. That's no surprise considering how much we've been running around. I rubbed my eyes. I must have gotten really excited. But whenever I get excited, I'm always tired afterwards. Right now, I'd rather have a sofa to lie on than medals. I've got a special puzzle just for you, but you sure you want it? If you're sleepy, you can stop now. No. I've come this far, so I'll keep going. Yawn. Oni-chan and Bito laughed at my yawn. Looks like it's time to call it a day. Indeed. Angie, let's leave my puzzle for later. It's too difficult to be solved by one with eyes as sleepy as that. No way. I've come this far, and I also want Oni-chan's medal. Oh, her eyes are shutting. I'm just so sleepy. Angie drifted off to a chair in the corner of the room and plopped down onto it. Then she closed her eyes and sat there like a doll. It didn't take long before the cute sound of her breathing in her sleep could be heard. When she saw that Angie was finally asleep, Beto spoke softly. "Quiet please, everyone." Angie fell asleep. When she spoke, the peaceful clatter that filled the room fell silent. Everyone looked down into Angie's sleeping face. Each of them wore an affectionate gaze, as if they'd just watched a baby finally drift asleep. Did Angie-chan have a good time? But of course, the feeling might not be so strong now. But one day she will surely remember tonight's party and understand how fun it was. You're right. It was fun for us too, getting to play with Angie-chan. By this point, everyone was standing in a wide circle around Angie as she slept. Now that the guest of honor was asleep, this Halloween party had reached its conclusion. So long, my granddaughter. I was so pleased to have this chance to play with you again after 12 years. It matters not if you forget everything about me. Remember me as an arrogant despot. But every now and then, just try and remember how much I adored you. She will remember. Angie-san, you have a long life ahead of you. Even after 12 years, there is still much for you to experience. I pray that you find this life meaningful and worthwhile. You are the final grandchild and daughter of the Ashurmaya family. All of us pray for your happiness. Angie-chan, stay well. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you make. And in fact, memories work the same way. True. There are some things that we only truly understand when we think back on them years later. Make sure you remember my pretty face every now and then. Just having you remember us is the greatest memorial service we could ever have. Oh, come on. It's not like we're dying. We're just going to the inside of the cat box, the other side of the curtain. That's right. It's not even a curtain. It's just like we are now. Angie-chan's there sleeping away. The rest of us are right by her side, watching over her. We'll always be with her. All of them still wore warm smiles, but the sound of sniffling came from several places throughout the room. This party wasn't only for the girl who wasn't able to be here today. It was also for all those people who weren't able to meet her here, who never had the chance to say goodbye. Angie, live life strongly. Our blood flows through your veins. That'll definitely bring you strength. Eva Nissan, take care of our daughter. She's not honest with herself, and she'll often be selfish and short-tempered. She might be a pain all the time, but I'll make sure she finds happiness, as long as she wants it herself. Angie-sama, it's okay if you forget my face, but please, at least remember the taste of my cooking. Oh. And I won't ask you to remember old Kumasawa, but please, at least remember the taste of mackerel juice. Someone said, when do you feel of that? And everyone laughed wryly. Her face looks so cute, sleeping there like that. She looks like an angel, just like her name. She's not an angel, she's a witch. She's a bad bitch. Angie's the final witch, Angie Beatrice. I wonder if that magic will bring her happiness. Will she become a white witch or a black witch? That's for Angie to choose. I've shown her both sides. I'm sure a painful life lies ahead of you. You'll probably believe that you're all alone in this world. But we will always be there right behind you, cheering you on. Don't forget that. Angie, don't forget. Yourself, your happiness, your fate. These are all things you create for yourself. Only you can choose them. No one else can give you them, and no one else can hide them from you. Don't forget that. I'm sure your message reached her. I hope so. I'm certain the tale of the two of us will help Angie-sama understand. Yeah. Don't you have anything to tell her, George-sama? I've already said all I wanted with that box puzzle. Will that puzzle teach her something? I don't know. But I do know that she's wise. I'm sure she'll learn something from it. Angie-sama, I pray that you're guided along the right path as you move towards the future. One by one they stepped forward and said words of farewell to Angie. Then finally, Battler and Beto walked forward. Angie, were you able to remember everyone, at least a little bit? Of course, Angie didn't answer in her sleep, but Battler continued. It's true that the Ashumayas are a strange family. We're super rich, and that's given rise to all sorts of rumours and stories. However, that's all speculation made by people outside the island. No one will blame you for forgetting these kinds of memories, young as you were. These kind memories. But even so, you must remember. It's not a sin to forget. But to not remember again is a sin. All of us. We're really happy to have you at this party. Right, everyone? Everyone nodded at Battler's words. Everyone knew about the merciless and lonely life that awaited her. It was no longer possible for them to heal those wounds. If there was one thing they could do. It was to make her remember what a kind, fun family she once had. To remind her that, both today and into the future, they would always care for her and watch over her. It goes without saying that this is an illusion. You cannot come to Rockingham on October 4th, 1986. This whole party was all a magical illusion created by the Game Master Battler. But you've remembered, right? You've remembered the truth about how kind everyone was and how much of a blast we all had at the family conferences, right? Angie breathed softly in her sleep. Who knows if those words truly reached her? Aunt Eva, take care of her. Do you really think that I deserve to become her mother? I do. Even though your own sadness was so unbearable, you tried so hard to be a mother for Angie. But in the end, it's okay. Angie, listen carefully. Battler grasped Angie's hand, then took Eva's hand and joined the two hands together. We know that a tragic fate leads to a future where you two hurt each other. It's a sad thing for Angie, and just as sad for Aunt Eva. It would have been cruel to ask you to open your heart to her. Likewise, it would have been cruel to ask Aunt Eva to keep on overcoming her sadness after being rejected. Neither of you is at fault. Even so, we have no right to tell you to forgive her. So we won't. Just try and understand. It doesn't matter how long it takes, how far into the future it happens. Just try and understand Aunt Eva. And every once in a while, remember us. I concur. And every once in a while, remember this merry, cheerful, attractive paragon of a woman, and chant my name in praise 3 times every day. The relative smiled bitterly, apparently disagreeing with some of that last bit. Eva softly stroked Angie's cheek and spoke one last time. It's okay if you don't forgive your aunt. But it's true that I don't hate you. At least understand that. Eva wiped her eyes and slowly stood up. Hideyoshi held her shoulder, and Rudolph and Kirie gathered around her too. Genji-san, would you mind carrying Angie to somewhere she can lie down? As you wish. Shall I take her to the guest house? It would be a little too sad to leave her there all alone. You're right. Could you carry her to a sofa in the parlour? That way she'll be able to come back if she wakes up and feels like joining in again. Genji gently lifted Angie up and carried her towards the parlour. Everyone continued to watch over her as she left. Shannon, Cannon. In the end, how many medals did Angie gather? She got 9. I see. Then place this by her pillow. Do you get a different reward depending? As you wish. What do we get? Genji carried Angie to the parlour and set her down on the sofa. Shannon quietly laid a warm blanket on top of her. Cannon placed a message card by her pillow, along with that thing Kinzo had handed them. The message card read as follows. We'll all be with you. Always. From the whole Ashurmaya family. Ah. And there, right by her pillow, was a gift from Kinzo, a one-winged eagle carp streamer. A what? Angie, mumbling in her sleep, held it tightly against her cheek. What's a carp streamer? Let us go. We mustn't wake her. Nissan? Yeah. Shannon thought she saw something glittering silver near Angie's eye. The servants left and closed the parlour door. As Angie slept, she was wrapped up in the soft sound of the rain. Surely she was reliving that fun evening once more in her dreams. Ah, that was stunning. We still haven't done the last puzzle, but, you know, it could have took our medal count up to 10. You never know. Maybe the last puzzle or riddle will actually be, do you use the key or not? You know, whatever that's going to be. But yeah, that's the party done then. That was so nice. It was weird, and I don't know if it was really necessary to have the whole riddly, quizzy stuff. But it did give us some answers on certain things. It did give us a bit more dialogue and things like that. So, this has been Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit when we see what happens after the party. See you in a bit, folks.